Nice.
WTHC, guys. It's noon. It's time. We're here. I'm hanging. He's right there, Dr.High. I did. All right. 5 seconds left. Hi. Hi, Dr. Hi. How are you? Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. There's nobody here.
Good morning. Good morning.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
I guess we can't say good morning anymore.
Oh, yeah. I guess we can't, right?
I guess we'll have to say happy high noon.
High noon, yeah. We should start the show with a song written by somebody about the Hippie and Dr.High show.
Oh, that would be cool.
And then, boo, 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 happy high noon, Hippie and Dr.High.
You never know.
Happy high noon.
If you end up in the Muck Sticky video, maybe that could be the song. Maybe he could write a cool song for us.
That was a secret.
Oh
my goodness. Luckily, there's nobody.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. It was just they mentioned it.
Oh, it looks like. Well, that's why I said if you end up.
Why does it seem like we're not working?
I don't know.
We have no guests yet.
No. No. Well, what do you think? Should we just give up and go home, or?
I'm high, so I'm hoping I didn't do something wrong.
I don't see what. I mean, everything looks normal on my side, except I'm not seeing it.
It says end broadcast. I don't want to end broadcast because that means we're live.
Yeah.
Maybe they're playing an April Fool's joke on us. Ha ha, guys, we're here. Welcome in. Hello. Hello.
So, what I was talking about earlier, but you couldn't hear because of the.
We'll just talk.
There's a guy I know since he started his business in Quebec on First Nations territory. He owned a gas station called Big Chief, and he decided he wanted to transition that into selling accessories, right? Pipes, bongs, all that kind of stuff. So this is probably around 2014, maybe. So he started coming and shopping at the wholesale where I worked. So I worked with Josh. Every time he came in, I spent time with him and, helping him get the right product and stuff. And so now I'm going back to Quebec.
Look who decided to show up.
Hey, good morning, Facebook user.
Facebook user.
His gas station is now called the BC Quad Shop. And it's a huge dispensary. Like he has turned this.
Never going to remember that, Crazy Lori.
What's up, Crazy Lori? How are you this morning? Jeff, how's everything?
Jeffrey, are you guys having a hard time finding us? Because we've been live for like 4 or 5 minutes now. All right, maybe 2.
But 28 seconds. Where y'all been, huh?
Right. I mean, you're late.
Yeah, so he's built this
hardiness,
this massive dispensary.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a real incredible thing. So it dawned on me the other day, why not put a cannabis clinic there? Why not create a cannabis clinic? All we need to do is set up an office there that I can run, and we'll set up as a cannabis clinic. I'll get access to a couple of doctors that can work with people online through telemedicine. And we'll set it up as a cannabis coaching clinic and a place where you can write your prescriptions and all that sort of stuff. And in Quebec, you're not allowed to grow recreationally. So all of Canada, it's legal for this, recreational growing 4 plants per individual, except in Quebec and Manitoba. But under the access to cannabis for medical purposes regulations, the ACMPR, if you have a prescription, for every gram per day, you can grow 5 plants, 4.9 plants. So the ACMPR is still very valid in Quebec. So I'm thinking we might be able to set up something very, very interesting there that we run just a couple of days a week.
You keep saying we as in him and you, not me, right?
Well, you wouldn't
willing to move. I'm willing to move.
There you go. You probably can. I don't have the option to go the other way, but you can probably come
Right.
this way.
I could
No
come that
shares
way.
today.
I don't know what's going on. It seems weird.
Did we start selling shares in the Hippie and Dr. High show?
Shares, as in like SHARES, shares.
Spelled the same way.
Share it out.
I know, I'm just playing.
All right. So, oh my goodness.
How are you?
What a weekend, Dr. High. I got to meet Crazy Lori and her fabulous husband. I don't know why she's always talking trash about him. He seemed very nice, like a big teddy bear. I loved him. What a nice guy.
Nice.
I hope he's standing right there. Give it to her, JR. Give it to her. Flick her in. She flicked me in my nose.
Did she? Yeah.
Yeah, there's no photos of the actual flicking.
No.
She's
I
an ass.
think I did see a picture on Facebook of them driving to see you.
Lori and her husband, yes, on their way down. I saw that photo too. That was wonderful. I think we're gonna restart. You want to restart because everybody's having trouble, and we got 3 people. That's not how it usually goes here. That's not allowed.
Okay. And everything seems to be functioning correctly.
Yeah, I mean, even the Facebook users, regular names. All right, fuck it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if we take the chance on restarting, then we got to rely on my computer to get us back up here for me.
Oh yeah, no, we're not doing that.
We're here. We're not frozen. Let's just.
Yeah, you know, ever since I got my Wi-Fi fixed, though, that whole last show, knock on wood, no freezing at all. I watched it over. I thought about it afterwards. I was like, we didn't freeze once. So maybe it was my Wi-Fi. They were fucking pissing me off because I kept bitching at my family saying, we got to take care of this. There's something wrong because I should not be getting kicked off.
What? Kelly, we don't need to know that.
She likes to share. She's a sharer.
Jeez.
I don't know why. She feels as though she needs to announce it every morning when we're in the room. Usually we're off the air by now, and she tells me you don't get the pleasure of having to hear it every day. But now that we've switched times, she's like a noontime pooper.
Okay.
The drops are boring.
That's what we'll be asking you in a couple of minutes, Kelly.
Yeah, plop, plop. Oh, what a relief it is. Anyway, the drops are nothing. I don't know. I don't feel any different. I don't feel dirty.
How much did you take?
I think I took the recommended dose, 5,000 milligrams.
No, there is no 5,000 milligrams. Only got 150 altogether.
Oh, all right. Well, then I did 5 squirts, full, complete to the top squirts into my water bottle. And
that bottle is divided into 30 squirts?
That's what they say. Recommended 30 total.
So 1/6. So that would put you at 25 milligrams.
Should I do another bottle?
That's the dose you took, was 25 milligrams?
I guess. I don't know.
But, well, yeah, if you...
Sounds a little weak to me.
That's what I was going to say. If it's 30 squirts per bottle and you took 5, and it's a total of 150 milligrams of THC, then, yeah, it would break down to 6 doses of 25 milligrams apiece.
I should just drink the whole bottle?
I mean, really, with the nano-emulsion, Kelly will tell you, you should feel it within the first 10 or 15 minutes. Now, you said that you felt a little something in your spine, but nothing.
Oh, I said I felt a little warmth come over my body, but that's not even here anymore. Yeah, I don't feel any different. A little high because I was smoking prior, and I kind of haven't smoked since because I've been waiting to see what this did, but so far, no good. I mean, I don't know.
It is a small dose, though, for someone with as much
big
tolerance
belly as me.
Have, right?
Oh, I thought you were going to say because my belly was big.
No, because I got the belly too, and I still feel edibles.
Do more.
So, number one, you don't.
I have to say, it was pretty fucking gross, though.
Oh yeah.
And I have that like oily film on my throat right now.
Okay.
And she wants me to drink more. Oh my goodness.
Who's Hippie J?
This is me. I'm Hippie.
But you've met Kelly before.
Yeah, I don't know. She's stoned.
Did you pass the sniff test this weekend?
Yeah, she didn't sniff me at all.
Oh,
It was
jeez.
weird. But Lori grabbed my balls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She came up and she was like, stand here and we're going to take a picture. And then she put her hand.
The puppet. Okay.
Oh, yeah. They got to hug and hold Hippie J and take pictures with him.
Okay. Nice.
With me, I mean. Yeah. So anyway, what else? Oh, so my friend, so we went to Bella's Badass Crystals and we got to pick up all of our beautiful crystals. Man, if you guys haven't started shopping at Bella's Badass Crystals, I don't know what you're waiting for. But that's enough about them. Well, no, we're still going to talk about them. But so we're there and she, I had a joint in my mouth. Yes. It's not unusual. I have joints in my mouth all the time. I just can't do it on TV because I get in trouble. So they hand me this. Where'd it go? I dropped it. So they hand me. Oh, where are you guys? This.
Oh, that's a candy.
Yeah. And if you read down there.
5 gummies?
Oh, no, the other side. Why don't I just use my human hand?
Yeah. It's hard for me to read because it's a shiny package. So
yeah. It's 600 milligrams.
Okay. 600 milligrams total. How many candies?
6 gummies. So 100 milligrams each.
Okay.
And they gave it to me. That was so sweet. I was like, oh my God, thank you so very much.
Did you
I brought them home. Yeah, I brought them home. And I didn't eat them that day because I was already partying with my friend Curly Cal. And then so I came home and I went on the radio and I left them for the next day. I woke up the next day and I took 2. And I said, 200 milligrams. That seems like a lot, right? That should be a lot. Yeah. So I ate 2 of those bad boys and I sat there and I sat there and I sat there and I'm still sitting there. So then the next day, yesterday, I got up and I took 4. And I didn't like chew them and like inhale them like a fat guy normally does. I even said, try not to be a fat guy and inhale your candy. Take your time, chew on it, let it dissolve in your mouth, let it resonate, do everything you can to make these bad boys work. Right. And I did it all and I'm still waiting. So I feel horrible because our friend Leroy and Bella, they work for them. They were like, these things knock us on our ass. And I was like, oh, I'm excited. I want to try them. And I always hope and I pray, but to no avail.
Yeah, you just can't be a guy for edibles.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping I should have a package coming in from California. Yeah. From there, and then hopefully that's going to be the answer to it all. But isn't that going to be very similar to this, except for all the other poisons that was in this, right?
What do you mean? Poisons?
Well, there was the citric acid and diophyroxypentine and whatever.
But that was in that's not poison.
In the drops.
Yeah, no, that's not poison.
No, but I don't like it.
You know what I mean? It's basically a flavoring agent, like citric acid. You can make gummies or you can make sour gummies. And the difference between a gummy and a sour gummy is citric acid. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I'm just saying there's other things in there that we didn't, you were like, the other day we talked.
Yeah, generally I like to be able to at least pronounce everything that's in what I'm going to consume. Beyond that, you know what I mean? So
right.
There's something that helps them work. Yeah, mango, turmeric, those help. There's a couple of things. We got a lot of Facebook users. We're not sure who's who today. So my apologies for not shouting you out, but I'm just not sure who's who.
I got a couple people. I'm pretty sure my friend Jeffrey out there ordered the CBD. I know a couple other people who gave me a look like they were pretending like, oh, he is Leroy. Oh, Leroy, they're here. Hi, Bella. Hi, Leroy. You got to help them. All right. I told them that you're going to help them. Can you guys come up in the box? One of you at least, Leroy or Bella this morning? I would love to have you up in the box. So, because I don't want to talk on you, I don't know everything that's going on. But
yeah,
if you want to type it, I know what's going on with Leroy. He's got psoriasis, and it's pretty bad. And I said DoktorHigh can help you. We'll get rid of that, or at least tame it and bring it down from the horribleness that it. No offense, Leroy, from how bad it looks.
I haven't had a lot of experience personally with that, but I did make a preparation that somebody who had severe psoriasis and had 5 different prescriptions that didn't work for them went to what I had made and were completely mind blown by the results. So that's a personal experience, but I have read too and heard.
It's not a guarantee, and I told them that. I told them that it wasn't a guarantee. But it was definitely worth the try. If it's just a balm or some sort of lotion that you have to rub on yourself, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
So, how do I get you up here, Leroy? What name are you on right now? Because it just says Facebook user. Yeah, but I don't know which, am I going under Leroy? Am I going under Leroy? Am I going under Larry Moore? All right, give me a second. I'm going to send you a message in Messenger. Larry Moore. You got to accept this invite, and then I can bring you up into the box. All right, there you should have it right there now, and then I'll see you down here in the bottom of my screen here. So yeah, and then Bella, you love the new time. I'm so glad. And then his lovely wife Bella has a couple health issues as well, and she definitely needs to get on an RSO ASAP.
On RSO?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to talk on her. Let them talk because they know what's going on. We just met for a little while. I didn't get the whole rundown.
Right.
Who loves the new time? I don't know who that is. It just says Facebook user. Thank you, Facebook user. I love the new time too. Leroy. I just go to your messenger. I sent you a message in Messenger. And it should be from WTHC radio or something to Leroy Moore. And we'll be right back while he's doing that. We're going to run a commercial and play a 420 song, I think.
That's it. Oh,
right
it's
now,
420.
But there's a place where people are coming together.
I got to tell you, I was nervous to talk to someone so different than me.
Me too, but I'm glad we are.
Love Has No Labels and One Small Step are helping people with different political views,
hi, Lana Smith.
and life
How are
experiences come together through conversation, and it feels good.
Lana Smith
Stories.
Watching.
So,
I hate this Facebook user shit. I don't know why it's doing that, but it makes me nuts.
Boundaries and connect as human beings.
Yeah, it's a little more.
Leroy,
/one
gotta hit the accept button.
Life-changing conversations and find simple tools to start a conversation of your own.
I know one thing. This conversation gives me hope.
it gives me a lot of hope too.
Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together.
Oh, you got it. All right, buddy.
Conversation at lovehasnolabels.com.
There you are.
I figured something out.
You did it. Hey, welcome.
People do some
I'm
pretty
so
cool
glad.
things
I'm
in
so
their
glad to
40s
have
and
you
50s.
because he's
Why
really
should
going to be able to
saving for
help you.
retirement be any different?
And this
I
will be
mean,
great
go
for
to
everybody
college,
else as well. Anybody else. If you know somebody who's suffering from
learn new
psoriasis,
instruments,
yeah, look at that shit.
start skateboarding.
It's gonna go away.
Maybe that
No
one's
more.
not
All
for
right,
you.
Marcel.
Arms.
Saving for retirement is. With AC
Good morning,
Retirement,
Marcel. How are you?
you're on
Welcome
track
in.
for
Need
retirement
kebabs,
savings
the
no
both of
matter your
them.
age.
Love
Just
you
Need
guys.
kebabs.
Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach from AARP. You'll get personalized recommendations based on your input that are easy to understand and work with your lifestyle. It's quick, easy, and free. Plus, it's sponsored by AARP.
Oh, you're still in the hospital, Marcel. Oh, that's
Oh, you're in trouble for being in Bella's chair
Wherever you
already.
are in
Somebody's
your
yelling at
retirement
you.
savings journey, head to
I
acretirement.org
can't
and start
comment.
chatting with Avo today. That's acretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
WTHC, happy 420 to everybody. We'll be right back with Larry and Dr. High and myself.
That's Bella's chair.
Oh, there's Bella's chair. He's in Larry's chair.
I'm in my chair. Oh, I can't see
He's,
it.
he's worked his way up to owning his own chair now.
commercial.
Oh, we got to make you a commercial too. Yeah, that's another one. Send me some info on that. Send me all your info you want me to have in a commercial. All right, bud?
Yeah.
Email it to me.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a guy, my buddy. He makes some commercials for me now. He's got a good voice. I like that.
Nice.
I'm working with him. We're working together. He's practicing, getting better at it every day. What's shaking in your grinder?
Hello, everybody. I'm trying to figure out how to work this still. I can't see the.
You can't see us?
Well, I can't see the chat.
Okay. Are you on your phone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably not.
I'll keep you posted if anybody says anything to you. I mean,
Not a guy. Hey, Lord. You'll have your people call our people.
we all see you. You look beautiful. It was so good to meet you this weekend. Now he froze.
No.
You're back. Curly Kell says, "Hi, Larry. It was so good to see you, Larry."
Oh, that was an awesome surprise from all of you.
Marcel, are you on your way home, brother?
Hey, I got a question for you, Hippie, about video editing.
You got a question for me about what?
Video editing.
Into the wrong guy, man. What are you talking about? What do you need?
Okay, I got that video of you coming in, right?
Uh-huh.
And the unfortunate thing is there was an ashtray under Bella's leg the whole time, and I didn't realize it.
The one that I sent you, did I post it out? No, right?
No, it was an ashtray. It's actually still sitting here.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. I remember it.
Yeah.
So you want to try to get rid of that in the picture?
Yeah, I've been trying to edit it out of that video so I can get it posted for you.
Have you tried, I'm going to try to remember the name. CapCut?
Canva?
I can
Or
try
Canva.
CapCut. I can try CapCut.
Try Canva, too. My wife uses Canva for a lot of that kind of shit.
So do I.
She turned this whole weed picture. She got rid of all the background around it so that we could use it on shirts and shit. Oh,
Nice. I'll take one.
yeah, we're getting them up. We got to get them up. We're working on that today, probably.
When we get
Something
done,
you need to
I'll
know,
take
Hippie.
three.
You can't use the image the way it is to print on shirts.
Yeah, we got rid of the background.
Doesn't matter. That image is only 500 and some odd pixels by 500 and some odd pixels.
Oh, my wife made it bigger.
Yeah, you got to make it bigger, but Canva's not really good at that.
No, my wife did. It came out good.
Yeah.
I have it on. Yeah, I have a shirt on. I'll show you after.
Oh, you already printed it on a shirt?
Oh yeah, I'm wearing one right now.
Didn't Lori have one?
Yeah, Lori was wearing one. It looked good, right?
Yeah.
Roy.
Yeah. We need 3.
Who did the print for you, Hippie?
I think it was Streamlabs, maybe.
Someplace online.
Yeah. All right, we're coming back. Buckaroo, we're chicken in your grinder. We're chicken in your grinder. We're chicken in your grinder.
Oh.
WTHC, welcome back. You're hanging with the hippie Dr. High, and we have been blessed with the presence of our good friend Larry from Bella's Badass Crystals. We're not here to talk about crystals today, though. We're not here. We're going to help Larry. Larry, I saw your legs, and no offense, man, but you got some work that we got to get them things looking better. You can't even go out in public with that shit.
That's actually not bad compared to what it usually gets like, hippie.
Oh my God. I feel bad. I feel so bad for you. I have a couple friends, close friends that I've already started to pass the word on to. And when I saw you, I was like, oh, you need help. And I had, luckily I don't have psoriasis, but my wife does. And I wanted to ask Dr. High, would you put it in your hair?
Would you put it in your hair?
The balm or whatever to rub on psoriasis.
Well, you got to remember to infuse anything with a cannabinoid, it has to have a fat in there, which means it'll have at least an oiliness, right? Or a little bit. So, I mean, theoretically you could, but
I mean, if she put it in her hair at night, put one of them little rubber cap things on, got up in the morning, showered and washed it out, it wouldn't hurt, right?
No, it wouldn't hurt.
All right. That's what I wanted to know.
All. Because when you're using a transdermal application like that, basically what you're doing is stimulating the endocannabinoid system that's in your peripheries, right? In your skin and your cell tissues that are in your extremities. So, yeah, you could do it. Absolutely. There's no reason you can't.
All right. So when I was talking to my friend Larry and his young, beautiful wife, Bella, we were talking and I said, I think Dr. High can help you, but I really don't know. I think I misled them I said, you might need to buy the CBD stuff. Do they need the CBD isolate for the balm?
I would always do a combination of both simply because they work better together. Now, depending on your ratio, right? Like you don't have to go full CBD or full THC. You can determine your ratio when you're making your own preparation. You can make a determination as to how you want that ratio to be. So if you start out with like you're getting 10 grams CBD isolate, and then you start with 1 gram of distillate, then you can start playing with your ratios, right? You make your first preparation and you test it. If it's successful,
Lawrence, you look fantastic. Don't worry about it, baby. You look great.
If you're finding some relief, but not the level that you're looking for, up the ingredient, right? Up the cannabinoids inside. Try again. So you can do a few different preparations with just that simple 1 gram of distillate and then the CBD isolate, because you want to go higher on the CBD, and you'll get the moisturizing effect, the skin conditioning, and you'll get the benefit of the cannabinoids going transdermal and working to activate your ECS underneath. And it's really easy to make these preparations yourself and cheap. I mean, if you go out and buy a topical, you're going to spend a substantial amount of money. But you can make it as simply as going down to the pharmacy and getting your lotion of choice and then infusing that yourself.
Right.
And it's a really simple process, right?
CeraVe.
What's that?
I use CeraVe. My dermatologist recommended that I mix my clobetasol in the CeraVe, which is a steroid, which I don't like because after, using it on my head, because I do use it on my scalp.
Okay.
After using it for so long, it really does give you roid rage.
Really?
Oh yeah, I can tell when I've had too much cream.
Isn't that something, right? I never would have associated
me either.
Application with giving that as a side effect of a topical.
Do you have big
That's really-
pimples all over your back?
Huh?
I said, do you have big pimples all over your back, you roid monster?
No, I have psoriasis all over my back though.
Oh my goodness! No, we don't need to see it. No. Sit down. Sit down. This is a family.
Have you
show.
ever tried? Have you ever
This is
tried
a
an
family.
infused lotion or cream or balm?
No.
Well, here
It's
we
worth
go.
trying.
Sit back, get a pen and paper, start writing.
Just for a quick story. Hippie's heard the story before, but
I love it. I love it. That's why I pass it on to everybody I know because it's a great story.
yeah, no. So
got
what
plenty.
happened was, you won't have much use for that at the moment. But I'll just tell you a quick story about the one experience I've had specifically with psoriasis. I used to make a lot of different products, right? Because I did extractions, and then I'd go on to make products for medical patients and for recreational fun and all those things. But I wanted to experiment with topicals. So I went to my partner at the time, and I told him that this was something I wanted to try. So I went ahead and went down to a pharmaceutical or a cosmetic supply store and bought all these things to make a couple of different products. So I ended up making this balm with coconut oil and shea butter, and I infused it with THC and CBD.
Somebody over there wrote, "Did you try coconut oil?" So that's good to know as well.
I tried a coconut. I tried a natural coconut soap one time in the shower, and it burnt the living daylights out of me.
Yeah, you wouldn't use a straight coconut oil necessarily because it's not just a moisturization issue, right? Psoriasis. There's something else at work there. It's not just dry skin. It's
No.
it activates it, right? There's something going on mechanically. I don't know what it is, but so I made these preparations. But you know how it is. When you give things to people and ask them to sample it and give you feedback, you're not necessarily going to get fully honest feedback because people care about your feelings and things like that, right? And it's not a bad thing that people care, but the thing is when you're making preparations, you want really accurate feedback to know whether there's any benefit in what you're doing. So I gave these products to my partner and I said, listen, give these to people you know, and you get the feedback from them. Tell them somebody you know has made this and want to know what it's all about. So he passed up the products. He got some good things. And then one day he calls me into his office and he says, I can't believe this. He said, that stuff you made must really be working because a friend of mine called me at 7:00 this morning. So excited and happy because his doctor had given him 5 different prescriptions he's tried over a period of time to control the psoriasis, and nothing has worked for him. But I gave him one of the balms that you prepared, and he's so happy and so pleased. It's the first thing that he's found effective, and so there's that. And then also because I've done quite a bit of research, there are many people who say that an infused lotion has benefited them in your situation, right? So it's worth trying because you can do it very inexpensively.
Yeah.
It's worth doing it for yourself, right? So you just you'd order CBD from a place like Hippie has, where you get 10 grams of isolate for $10, and then it's a $15 shipping. So $25 you're in there.
Okay.
But that's 10,000 milligrams of CBD.
Okay.
1,000. So, and then you'd want to be able to source from a dispensary THC distillate in a syringe.
Okay, I can get that.
Yep. And then basically you're going to take your lotion of choice from the store. You'll put it into a small pot, or a double boiler is actually the best.
Right.
So you're using the water to heat the pot as opposed to direct heat. You'll warm it up to maybe 110 degrees or so. And then you'll measure out your ingredient, what you're going to infuse, right?
Okay.
So you could start with 1 gram CBD, 1,000 milligrams or 1 gram of CBD, and then go with about 20% THC, so about 200 milligrams of THC. So you're doing a 5-to-1 ratio, 5 parts CBD to 1 part THC. It's transdermal, so you're not going to get stoned from it or anything like that. But when you're talking about the endocannabinoid system, straight CBD has an effect. Straight THC has an effect. But the greatest effect is achieved when you have both THC and CBD present. So that's why I always suggest that you add in a small amount of THC just to activate the whole process, right? So you just simply add that into your warmed lotion.
Mm-hmm.
Mix it really, really, really well. Make sure that you really get a good distribution, and just simply take that lotion back, put it back into a container, and use it from there. It'll infuse very, very quickly. So no problem at all. But that's where I would start, and I would see what the results are, and then go from there.
All right. Larry,
you made or
write down over there in the chat. Oh, you can't see the chat. Write down this. You ready? G as in Gary.
Yep.
V as in Victor.
Yep.
B as in boy.
Yep.
All right. Then a space, and then you're going to put all one word. Bio, B-I-O, P-H, P-H-A-R-M-A.
Go for you.
Pharma. So it's GVB Biopharma. You look them up. It's a gray bottle with like a swirl of white stuff going around it. You go to the 10 grams, it's $10, and then it's $15 shipping. I haven't received mine yet, but next week we're going to be making this stuff on here. So
gray bottle, white swirl, and
you'll see it.
CBD isolate.
Yeah, you want 100. It's 99 point something. 99.9 pure CBD isolate.
So pure CBD
isolate.
CBD. I did a B. Isolate.
As long as you can read what you're doing, that's okay.
Yeah, sometimes.
I do it. As long as it's my shorthand, I can read it. That is gonna, and we're gonna make it, I would say sometime next week, because by the time I gather, you're gonna need a couple other things too, right? You're gonna need a scale.
Uh-huh.
You have a
well, you'll need to be able to weigh out a gram. So
yep.
If you have, you have the ability to weigh out a gram. I'm sure you do.
Yep. And then on the syringe,
your crystals, everything weighs. You got to weigh everything with your crystals, so you got a ton of scales probably.
But a gram of powder doesn't really weigh very well on the same scale that you weigh other things necessarily. You know what I mean? But and for the THC distillate, you don't need a full gram. You can buy half grams if that's what they're selling in your local dispensary or for wherever you access.
Yeah.
But and then that one you'll eyeball, right? You won't really be able to use the scale. You'll have to eyeball your amount based upon whether you purchase it.
How much lotion should you use? Did you say that? Because what's the lotion to the CBD
I would start with
a cup of lotion. Is it a half a cup of lotion?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like I would start with a container.
Nice tatas.
I know this is probably going to be hard to say, but I would start out with a container.
Okay, I see it.
That's about the quarter of the size of the container I use for my cream.
That's a quarter of the size.
I would use about that much cream to infuse your ingredients into, because you'll start to test it, right, to see how your response is.
Right.
So instead of using a whole bottle, there's no need. Let's concentrate everything into a small amount.
Okay.
And test from there, right? That way,
because eventually, if you have to.
So what was that? About an 8 to 12 ounce container you had?
I honestly, I can tell you that it holds
about a quarter ounce.
1 ounce of CBD isolate. That's all I can tell you for a fact.
Okay.
Because that's what's in here. But that's a perfect size test jar, because that'll give you.
I don't know. It's like the size of. Is it like the size of one of your urine cups when you go to the doctor and you pee in a cup?
Yeah, probably not too much. Not too far off that. If that was totally like squared out,
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So something roughly about the size of one of your piss cups when you go to the doctor. But what I was just going to ask is if he already has a lotion that's already got some of the medicine that one of his other doctors has prescribed, could he use that medicine and just infuse the stuff you're talking about now and infuse it into that lotion right now and just have that added? Hey, maybe it works.
I guess the first thing you'd have to do in a situation like that is check with the doctor to make sure that there's no interaction between the two, right? That it doesn't cancel out the effect of the medication and its intended purpose.
Well, I mean, Larry, is the shit you're using currently working in any way?
Yeah, it does work. It does help.
Helps. Yeah. All right. So I would check with your doctor, I guess. But I mean, besides that, I would make my own. Get another jar of your lotion. Start with a little one, and then don't worry about that other half of the syringe. You can just send it to Hippie, and he'll take care of it for you.
You can eat it too because it's fun to eat.
Shh! Don't tell him
not the lotion, but the stuff in the syringe.
The rest of the syringe.
Yeah.
Tell him I'm trying to get him to send it to me. I'll take care of those syringes. You got to send those. I'm like the recycle guy. Yeah. I recycle half-used pens.
Yeah, basically you just want to warm up that lotion,
right? Just
so it's more free flowing, right? So it loosens up.
Yeah.
And that way it's easier for you to get the mix in, right? And then as it cools, it'll go back to its original consistency.
I have to mix my my current medication into the lotion too, so I'm familiar with that.
So you're familiar with the process anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Do you have one of those things that Mrs. Hippie wrote to you about, Dr. High? What is that thing that I said I need to order?
The graduated cylinder?
You have graduated cylinders already, young man?
It wouldn't be necessary in this case because he's not using MCT oil.
Oh, okay.
So if you're infusing MCT oil first, you need to be able to get your measurement of MCT oil on because
he's also a cigarette smoker, so we should get him off of those things too while we're at it here, Dr. High. No more cigarettes, Larry. Put them down. We're gonna get you vaping
right now.
I smoked all my life. I only just quit about 8 months ago. So
yeah,
and
this
even then, I still have a scratch, right?
Well, this is why we're doing it. I'm going to get off of my nicotine vape and I'm going to start vaping just CBD because I'm going to still need that oral fixation. But my nicotine level is down to 2. And I'm like, all right, it's time to give it up and just be on something different. All right. We got to run a commercial, but then I want to come back and I want you to tell us as much as you're willing to share about Bella so that Dr. High can figure out how he can help her because I'm pretty sure he can help her with a lot of her issues and she doesn't need to be on some of that stuff that she's on. You know what I mean? So I want him to at least have an idea and he can help you. All right. So we'll be right back. You're hanging with the Hippie and Dr. High. And of course, Larry, our good friend from Bella's Badass Crystals.
Hey, Mrs. Hippie, why don't we take a ride to Dauphin, PA today?
Dauphin? What's in Dauphin?
Bella's Badass Crystals.
Oh, but I thought you hang out with them on Facebook and on TikTok.
That's only on Mondays, Tuesdays, Saturdays, Sundays. Today I want to go there and pick up all my great finds.
That sounds like a great road trip. That's Bella's Badass Crystals on TikTok and Facebook.
Massage therapy? Have you tried massage therapy, Larry?
They are badass.
I did UVB light therapy.
I buy bottled water. Holistic Health Water has certified medical grade water ions that makes 7 types of water, including healthy alkaline. There's a 5-micron filter that lasts up to a year. This machine lasts 25 to 30 years. Simply attach to your faucet or install under your sink.
And
even get a mineral supply unit for your shower. Go to water.org. Get a free ebook. Plus, pay for any machine in full and get an extra filter free. Change your water and change your life.
And
have you had it all your life since you were little?
Hey, Dad, your prescription will be ready in just a minute.
4 years
hey, Dad,
ago?
Your laundry will be ready in just a minute.
Out of nowhere.
Dad, your lunch will be ready in just a minute.
Yeah, they say like every 7 years your body changes and you can become allergic to things and you could lose allergies, like you could no longer be allergic to something, like your body can do those chemical changes every 7 or so years is what I've heard. I don't know how true that is, but that's fucked up. They've only had it for the last 4 years, Dr. High. It's only kicked in the last 4 years.
Because
psoriasis, that looks like a lifetime of hell right there. I'm sorry to say.
Psoriasis,
actually, right.
Psoriasis is is it a nerve thing? Is it about the agitation of the nerves at the skin surface? Is that what psoriasis is? Is it a nerve thing, an inflammation of nerve endings, or what actually is the cause of psoriasis? Has the doctor explained it?
Let's hear what everyone did.
Autoimmune disease. That's all I know.
Well, I raised
that's all they keep telling you. Autoimmune.
I was born with it.
My mom said I must have had a
didn't show up until
and then we went down by a stream and perched
my
up on this
younger sister had a daughter
all
who's
these
quite
little
young.
minnows
She
swimming
has
around. We
psoriasis
lost.
too.
And then I rescued my little brother from an
Yeah, they
evil
do.
slug
They
king
use
who was
essential
fighting in the
oils.
bush fortress. And my sister and
Well,
I
I've written a book about cannabis for autoimmune diseases, right? So there is plenty of evidence out there that cannabis is beneficial for autoimmune.
Where were you, Jill? Yeah, we went to the forest. It's not that far away.
My wife and I both have autoimmune disease.
All right, I'm coming back. Hold on one
You and
second,
your friends
fellas.
to the forest this week and find the fun, adventurous you. It's closer than you think. Check out
Oh,
Discover.
talk to Raggy for a second. He says his vape is rubbish. It goes black in 2 daw.
That is not holding on when I say hold on, Dr. High. Usually I
sorry.
mean don't talk. Because I'm WTHC, Dr. High, you got to behave yourself, sir. I don't want to have to talk to you again. Welcome in, everybody. We're hanging with Dr. High and myself, and we have Larry from Bella's Badass Crystals. He's amazing. I love him. It was so nice meeting you this weekend. I'm so happy we got to meet, and I can't wait to see you again. I look forward to it. Is that our good friend behind you?
Yeah, it is, Joe.
All right, tell her to. Oh, what's up, Joe? I thought it was Bella herself. All right. Anyway, so we are ready. Give us as much information as you're willing to share, and let us know so Dr. High can try to help.
As far as Bella is concerned, she would have to give you that. That's a nice long list. I mean, I can give you some of it. She has degenerative bone disease, end stage, non-alcoholic liver failure, kidney disease. I mean, the list is quite long. We should just lather her in some straight THC and send her packing.
So that's right now. Cannabis is included in part of what she's doing to control. Like, see, cannabis. I don't. There's no real studies that show that cannabis can cure anything, right? Nobody's come out and said that cannabis can cure this or cannabis can cure that. But what it does pretty good is manage some of the symptoms of particular things. Really good for chronic pain, good for neuropathic pain. There are benefits. It can counteract the side effects to certain medications. Right, so it's never really the cure for anything, but it can.
I gotta beg to differ there, Doctor.
I was going to say some people say differently with the cancer, and we're going to have a lady on this week who had esophageal cancer,
nice,
and she went straight to RSO after doing the traditional treatments, and she is no evidence of disease for 3 years, and the only thing she did different than what the doctors were doing was including RSO into her regimen. So, the thing is that there is evidence from individuals like that, but the medical community will not credit specifically cannabis for making these differences, right?
Well, I want to hear his beg to differ. Beg to differ. I want to hear it.
Okay, so before my doctor prescribed me my card, I have severe lateral damage back here from a car accident when I was younger, and my arms, my entire arms and hands will go numb, and it's neuropathy. So I went in, and it was happening 15 times a day on average for about 5 minutes at a time. For 4 years now, since I've gotten my medical card, I've not had neuropathy unless I run a weed whack, something that's vibrating. Like even when I ride my Harley, I don't get neuropathy like I did. Like I would have to take my hands off and shake them and play video games with my grandson. That's an immediate trigger.
Don't lie, you were playing with Joe.
And that's Joe's my son.
No, I know, but don't lie, you were playing with your son. Joe's playing video games all the time. Don't lie.
My grandson. But it's funny because I can hold my phone and in the same position as the controller for the game, and it does nothing. I have that controller in my hand, and it's like 3 minutes in, my thumb's going. I got thumb, but since I started on the medication, I'm trying to say everything right here.
You say whatever you want, buddy.
We don't worry about that.
Call it fucking marijuana. You can call it.
Hold on, I just let my dog in.
Hi, Erica. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. We're hanging with Dr.High. He's letting Loki in. Loki's got to come in. He had to go potty. Hey, simmer down, Loki. Simmer down. It's all right. It's me, the hippie. Whoa.
For 4 years now, I've not had neuropathy, and like very rare.
That's
amazing. We go from 15 times a day for 5-minute intervals to barely ever, just from cannabis.
Sorry about that.
That's amazing.
Good boy. Yeah, no, there are so many really cool stories, and this is part of what got me into what I do, is because I've worked with medical cannabis patients for the last 10 years or so. I worked a lot with doctor-patient matching.
No, we're on the radio right now.
On so many, probably close to 100 consultations, because I was in Quebec where people spoke French, but the doctors were outside of Quebec. So there had to be translation done, right? So I sat in on all these different conferences and I heard both sides of the stories and I learned a ton of it. And I have seen many people. I worked with almost 200 growers who were licensed under the medical provisions in Canada. And I know that this really works for people, and that's why I'm such an advocate for it, because there's such a stigma against it. And it's people in our generation now that can really stand to benefit from the inclusion of cannabis in their lifestyle. Even if you don't have anything wrong with you, it's good for your overall general wellness. But specifically when you do have conditions that can be benefited by the inclusion of cannabis, absolutely people should have the confidence to try, right? It may not be the solution for you, but if you don't try, you don't know it's not the solution, and it just very well may be. So what was your what's your type of dosing regimen, and how are you including cannabis in your lifestyle to combat what you were dealing with?
I mean, I vape high concentrates of wax, dabs.
Okay. Dabs, yeah.
I usually do like flower in the mornings. Sometimes I don't usually start to medicate until after I've gotten all my ducks in a row for the day.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm the same way.
Yeah, but sometimes, in the morning, I need something to.
Not me. I can't. I gotta get myself medicated before the ducks even start to show up.
So,
whoa.
Dr. High, if you have a recipe or a formula that you could send me somehow that I could just write down and I can follow that. I was a chemical engineer for 6 years. I can read recipes, but I can't cook. So
yeah, nothing really technical. Very, very simple. I think a lot of people shy away from doing their own infusions and making their own products at home because they think it's really hard to do.
Oh no, I'm fine with it. We've made products.
Yeah, it's really not hard to do. Like I tell Hippie, if you can make a cup of coffee, you can infuse stuff. You know what I mean? It's really that simple. It's just a measurement and a proper technique, right?
I've infused coffee.
Yeah, once the extraction is done, the rest is easy. The technical part isn't actually doing the extraction. That's where you require the equipment, especially for wax or dabs. because a lot of times butane or propane is being used in the production of those dabs, unless they're rosin. But if you're buying shatter, if you're buying wax, if you're buying crumble, these extractions are done with butane or propane.
Fulton, absolutely. Great question.
These gases are removed through a vacuum oven, right? That's how they're taken out. So, that's the complicated part. But once you have your concentrates accessible, the rest is so easy to do. So you just want instruction on making the cream?
Yep. I just need the ingredients that I should put in and maybe the amount per ounce of cream.
Yep.
And I can make it from there.
Yeah, no problem. Because I think maybe it's a good place to start at maybe the 5-to-1 ratio and see how you respond to that, and then move up from there. Because once you have purchased the CBD, you'd actually, if the 5-to-1 ratio is good, you have enough for 10 preparations, right? In that one jar that'll come, and then depending on how the THC interacts, then with 1 gram of distillate, you're good for 5 preparations. So basically, you'd need 2 grams of distillate and the 10 grams of CBD to get 10 full preparations. Okay. But when you think about it, I don't know what distillate costs you where you are, but if you're paying $25 for the CBD, if you're paying $50 a gram for distillate, you're in for $125 for 10 jars of product. That'll cost you $50, $60, $70 at a dispensary each one, right? So you can just save a ton of money doing it yourself, and it's just so easy to do. So that's no problem at all.
So, like I said, order that shit ASAP because we're going to be doing it live right here on the show next week sometime. I'm hoping my show.
Yeah, and I can walk you through it like that too, but it's very easy for me to put together the formula for you. So if you just want to send me a message in Messenger so that I got a contact for you, then I'll prepare something and I'll send it back to you through Messenger.
I'll share you to him on Messenger when I get a chance if you don't find him on your own.
Awesome, Hippie. Yeah, you won't be able to find me. My Facebook is like Fort Knox.
All right. So we have a question over here from my friend Fulton Block's Most Wanted. He said, "Hey Doc, what would cause someone to puke? Can you read it?"
Yeah. Hey Doc, what would cause someone to puke from not consuming THC? Because I've been going through this, and all my doctors label it as chronic hyperpamesis. It's possible because sadly enough, that does exist.
Yeah.
And it's in a very small number of people that have this response to cannabis, but it is a real thing. There are people that experience this.
Are you telling me my man Fulton can't smoke weed?
Well, I do know people who experience this. I have seen people use cannabis for 30 years, wake up one day, and it's flipped a switch on them. And they no longer can enjoy it. Yep, I have seen that. I've seen it happen to plenty of people when they get into their early 40s, been getting high since they were teenagers, and then all of a sudden, bam! And it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Why that happens?
Sorry,
but it does happen.
My body knows I need it,
and it's a real shame. What's that?
I think my body knows I need it.
Yeah, well, when you're using it, like. You just gotta hope. I had to take a little break from cannabis in my life. Not a choice, but had to be done. And I remember just saying a little prayer in my head, please, Lord, when I get back to an environment where I can consume again, don't let me be one of those people that have switched their bodies so that they can't enjoy it anymore, And thankfully, I'm still able to consume. But yeah, I mean, that's a real tough one, especially like he says, he's been smoking for 20 years.
Yeah, like Fulton, have you tried all different types of aspects? Like, have you done the edibles? Have you tried nano-emulsification maybe?
That's the next way I would go if it's the smoking. But
what my dad does. My dad does do the edibles because he can't smoke anymore.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I'm 52. I was a smoker all my life. I said, if I can, why not start making the switch over to edibles so I don't have to continue to take any more of this into my lungs because I
But
would
that
like
doesn't work for everybody anyway. You know what I mean? That doesn't work for everyone.
All right, but listen, come on, we can continue this with Fulton because he's saying the same thing that I have. He has the same issues. Edibles don't affect you. And I have the same issue, and I have a very high tolerance. And like I said, I ate Larry. I ate 400 of those gummies that you gave me, and they didn't touch me.
Milligrams.
I'll eat one, and I'll be good for 90% of the day.
Yeah, 100 milligrams is
bad because you love them, and I was like, I should have never taken them. I didn't even know, I should, and they didn't. I had an idea, and I was like, you know what? He says they're really good. Let me try them. And I took 400 yesterday, and it did nothing.
And see, at that dose, at 100 milligrams a unit, I would only take half, and I would be very comfortable at 50.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that would be too high for me.
So Fulton, there's a way that you can make. I'm going to let Dr. High, if he doesn't mind, trying to explain it, but. What we're working with little boxes, our friend. I don't know. You might even know little boxes, Fulton. You might even know little boxes. I don't know.
The thing is to go through the process of learning how to make nano-emulsified cannabinoids for yourself. There's not a whole lot of point in learning until you know that it works for you, right? Like you with the drops. You're trying nano-emulsified cannabinoids right now because you have those drops. Right, so that 50 milligram or that 25 milligrams you took in this morning should hit you like 150 milligrams, right? Because once you nano emulsify, the rate of absorption goes up 600%. The amount that your body can absorb goes up 600%. So you can really reduce your milligram intake, which means you can save money with a nano emulsified product. But if you don't know that it works for you now, lack of results, you're experiencing a lack of result right now from the nano emulsified product, right? So for Fulton Blocks, he'd have to get his hands on something that's nano emulsified and give it a try. And if it's a success, then learn how to go through the process because it costs a few bucks to make it. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to say it wasn't a success because I'm still high. I'm still buzzed and I haven't smoked since. So, I mean, I got something going on, obviously, because that's good. I'm not reaching for my cart and I still feel pretty good. I'm not blown out of my mind like I was hoping, but next time maybe I'll do 10 drops or maybe I'll just do the whole bottle to see if it actually works. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I thought 5 was a good portion. I misunderstood. So when you and I talked about it, we said I needed to take way more than 5, right? You were like,
I thought you should give that a shot, 3 doses from the bottle, right? 3 shots, so 50 milligrams each. But if you're feeling something at 25 and you're not feeling the need to go to the pipe or to the bong, then maybe 25 is okay. Maybe if you're not feeling any pain right now, maybe if you're not having any anxiety, maybe if you're feeling chill and everything, maybe 25 is okay for you. And maybe the nano-emulsified product is affecting you.
Maybe we can ask Fulton Blocks because do you have a card? Are you a medical patient, Fulton? Fulton is one of my rock stars, or rap stars, I should say. Rap stars. Yeah. He's one of Fulton Blocks Most Wanted. We play his music over here on WTHC. So I want to try to help him out. I mean, I hate for anybody to
help anybody out.
Yeah, I hate trying to lose the ability to smoke weed. Fuck, man.
I mean that's
how do you deal with your wife?
Right?
How do you deal with your wife if you can't smoke weed, man?
No, but that's a tough one. That hypomemesis, right? Because if you end up in that situation, there's, like from what I've found out through researching it, really the only way to not experience it is to cut cannabis out of your life, which is a horrible thing for anybody to have to do, especially if they're medicating with it, right?
All right.
So,
all right. So hold on. So your wife has it, so she can go into a dispensary, a legal dispensary up there, and get you what you need, right?
But they're in New York anyway, so recreationally legal.
Yeah, but I would rather go to one of the 9 legal dispensaries before I went to anywhere else. Yeah, you got ripped off at $300. Curly Kell got hers for $100, I think, or $125 or something.
Yeah. So Bella, we touched on Bella. Does Bella also include cannabis in her in trying to deal with what she has going on?
She did for about a year, but the high caliber of medications that she's already on weren't so agreeable.
Right. Yeah, because there is the potential for interaction with medications, right? And that's one of the reasons that you really should consult with your physician before.
Well, she has a medical doctor. She has a medical marijuana doctor. Right.
Okay.
Like those gummies, Hippie, I gave her the top corner of one about a week ago, and she was good. And then I gave her, I'd say, a quarter of one the next time, and there again, she was good. And that's a minimal amount.
Fulton,
that's 25 milligrams at a quarter.
Yeah.
You know, so and 25 is a good dose. Like people start to experience the benefits of cannabis even at 2.5 milligrams.
Right.
That's really the low end of dosing is 2.5, and then everybody kind of experiences it differently, right? So, you know what, where somebody takes 100, somebody else can only take 40, maybe somebody needs 150. It's really so individualized that it's very difficult. Even once doctors are active in this field and actively prescribing cannabis, even then, I don't think anybody's going to be able to nail down specific milligram doses for any.
It's trial and error.
We're going advances from there because everybody differently.
Dr. High, you're freezing today a little bit.
Yeah, so it's more. I know. I can see.
All right.
It's more of a process, and that's why I think when you're a medical patient, it's really important to keep a journal or a diary of your consumption, which strains work for you, which ones don't, because not everything works the same. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to work through and keep track a bit of okay, I purchased some Super Lemon Haze. I had this experience. It was a good experience. It didn't do much for me. You tried something else, and then after you have a little bit of a history, you can then start to look at strains that come from the same families, right? So you can start looking at the terpene profiles that are within those strains, and then you can start narrowing it down, because not only can we produce a cream or lotion or tincture, we can actually then begin to incorporate terpenes, pure terpenes, into your home preparations that are beneficial to you, that you're having good experience from, because terpenes are found many places in nature, oranges, pine trees, I mean, every place, right? So there are places like there's a place in Florida called the Terpene Store, where you can buy pure extract terpenes, 100% extracted terpenes, limonene, myrcene, beta-carotene, pinol. But not only that, they've gone a step beyond that. They've actually taken the analysis of hundreds of strains of cannabis, and they've taken the terpene profiles from those strains and then made them specific to one bottle. So you can buy a bottle that has the terpene profile of Blue Dream, or the terpene profile of Dude, Where's My Bike, or the terpene profile of Super Lemon Haze. You know what I mean? So they've already pre-combined them. So then when you find things that work for you, you can add them to your vape juice and vape it. You can add it to your topicals. You can add it to your edibles. You know what I mean? So you can actually start to really custom design your own preparations to specifically match the products you've used in the past that you found work for you. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of a process, but if you're really fine-tuning for the medical requirement, you don't want to have to go out and spend $500 a month to find $100 worth a month of product that really worked for you.
Right.
So, because some of them didn't work and some of them did work. And it's hard to keep track of in your head, right? What was what and what wasn't. So it's much easier if you just keep a small journal, right? And you write down, okay, I purchased this. This is how I took it. This was my experience. And then over a little period of time, you develop a history there that you can start to break down and analyze to start really fine tuning your selection and what you're looking for as far as products are concerned, which will save you money in the long run. Because unfortunately, right now, nobody's paying for cannabis. No insurance companies are covering the cost of it. There's no way to get it subsidized because you're a medical user. So we're subject to the same market as recreational users, right? And it's not right because you can, if you have drug coverage, you can go get oxys, or you can go get Percocet, or you can go get, all these kind of things, and you don't have to pay for them because your drug company or your insurance company picks up the tab. But with cannabis, forget about it. That's on you. And that's wrong, really. You know what I mean? Because it is a viable treatment option for many people, or at least an addition to that treatment option that can be beneficial. So, what's up, hippie?
Oh, hi. Good morning. I'm over here. Fulton Blocks written something there, but I was gonna ask. I mean, I took 5 droppers out of it. Should I just put the rest into this bottle of water, or?
Well, now you're going to be taking the equivalent of, so you'd have 125 milligrams left. If you put it in there, then you're taking a 750 milligram dose, technically. That's basically what the rate of absorption, because it's nano-emulsified, you'd be taking the equivalent of 750 milligrams. That's pretty serious.
All right. So then how many should I put in technically to get me off?
Try 10. Double your original dose. Yep.
Oh, that didn't go well. 1.
Where's your measuring devices, hippie?
It measures in the top. 2.
So Oxy says, my buddy buys terpenes and uses them and rubs them on his joint. Flower. Absolutely. I was really fond of using terpenes with my shatter. So when I was going to do a dab, I would simply put the dab into the terpenes and then into the nail, because you get it. Yeah, I heard, Lori, that you got the dry herb vape. It's a lot easier on your lungs, isn't it? Much easier to vape. Is that what, do you vape, Larry? Or are you smoking joints or bong, or?
He's a bong girl.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I vape. I vape the concentrates, and then I smoke the flower.
Right.
Keep going, hippie.
That's just about empty. Actually, it is empty. So I don't know. I finished a bottle in there, sir.
Oh, there we go. That's a dose.
I guess that's 10. Maybe I was filling it up too high.
If you only took 5 drops out of the bottle that had 30 before, that's 25. That's the way the math breaks down.
Dude, I took 5 out just like I just did now, and then I just took 10 out. Whatever that is, that's 15.
So yeah, okay, I can see that. So you've been looking into getting terps, Fulton Block. Really, what you can do, if you go online and you look for a company called the Terpene Store, they're out of Florida. You can buy 1 ml bottles of terpenes for $10. And I can tell you, I used to use cannabis-derived terpenes that have been steam distilled from bud and sugar leaf. I used to pay $55 for 10 drops. 10 drops, $55. But I would put it into vape pens, and the flavor was incredible. But then I came to realize that it doesn't matter if the terpenes come from cannabis or not, because terpenes are terpenes. And that's when I transitioned to buying out of Florida, because there you get 40 drops for $10. So it made a whole lot more sense, right? But yeah, these are things you can experiment with. All right. So Bella doesn't use cannabis on the regular basis then?
No.
Okay.
she does, maybe at nighttime sometimes, and sporadically here and there.
Is that because she doesn't enjoy the sensation, or is it just simply because of the interaction with the other medicines?
I believe it's more so the interaction with the other medicines, because like she has a patch that releases,
right?
And
release,
it releases as she's feeling the effects of the gummy. It's like a whole whirlwind for her.
It's like you can smoke weed before you drink, but you can't smoke weed after you drink. You know what I mean? It's two different experiences, right? So it's probably very similar for her.
Right. The problem with that is she has to have the patch all the time.
Right.
So every other day her patch gets changed. And it's a high power medication. It's fentanyl.
Yeah. And it doesn't get any more.
No, she hates it. She's
patches. They're highly controlled. Oh yeah, my wife's a nurse. She has to document fentanyl patches that have been used. They have to be controlled in their disposal and have to be documented. I mean, fentanyl's no joke, right? When they're giving you and you're dealing with some shit.
And she absolutely refused for the longest.
Have that experience.
But because of other health issues, that was the only option. So that's what she ended up having to go with.
Right.
And she hates it. She absolutely hates it.
I'm sure. I mean,
well, I figure I'm gonna drink it. We have a 420 coming up. I got to do some commercials, and we'll be right back. You're hanging with the hippie DoktorHigh and our friend Larry from Bella's Badass Crystals.
That's still.
Hey, why don't we take a ride to PA today?
Doffin? What's in Doffin?
Bella's Badass Crystals.
Oh.
She on dialysis, Curly Kel
on
asked.
Facebook and on TikTok.
Oh.
That's only on Mondays, Tuesdays.
That's why I said
Saturdays,
the
Today I wanna go there and
RSO
pick
maybe.
up all my great
But
finds. That sounds like a great road trip.
Yeah, but
Badass Crystals on TikTok and Facebook. But you can also find them at the top of the mountain in Dauphin, PA. They are badass.
Made by bottled water. Holistic Health Water has certified medical grade water ionizers that make 7 types of water, including healthy alkaline. There's a 5-micron filter that lasts up to a year, and each machine lasts 25 to 30 years. Simply attach to your faucet or install under your sink. Even get a mineral spa unit for your shower. Go to ownyourwater.org to get a free ebook. Plus, pay for any machine in full and get an extra filter free.
Oh, that came out nice.
And change your life. Ownyourwater.org.
I think I need one in your size.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. It's about sticky. Join me as I return to the stage for the first time in over 4 years, September 16th and 17th, 2023.
Number one fans here. Hi, Mr. Phil.
How you doing?
It's gonna be a wild time. Baby.
Oh, we gotta talk about him too. His cart, all the liquor, it turned like black tar, like black. He stopped smoking it. It turned like it went from like that golden brown to like a black charcoal looking shit.
Too high of a temp.
Feels divided.
That's what I said, but there's no temp control on the thing.
Together.
I gotta tell you,
temp control.
There was no temp control. He's in the UK and he can barely even get them. He got one first time he's ever even got one. The only thing I thought is maybe too many hits too fast in a row, heating it up too much.
Yeah,
but besides that,
actually sit down, talk,
or somebody using
break down boundaries and
chemicals they shouldn't be.
Love has no labels.
Well, that's what my other concern was. That's why I told her to put it down and get rid of it.
Life-changing conversations and find simple tools to start a conversation of your own.
I know one thing. Off helps too. When you're done, take the tip off because the battery stays hot.
Take a step toward bringing our country and your community together by having the courage to start a conversation at
this was like a disposable
/one small step.
A disposable pen. You plugged it in on the bottom to charge it. It came only a quarter of the way charged.
People do some pretty cool things in their 40s and 50s. Why should saving for retirement be any different?
Started smoking off of it. He wasn't a big, huge fan of it. But then the next day we woke up and it was all black inside.
Start skateboarding.
Whoa.
Okay, maybe that one's not for everybody, but saving for retirement is. With aceyourretirement.org, you can get on track with your retirement savings no matter your age.
I
Just
got
have
a
a
beautiful
3-minute chat with
pen
Avo,
from
the
Bella's
friendly
Badass
digital retirement
Crystals
coach
filled
from
with
AARP.
obsidian.
You'll get personalized
Love it.
recommendations based on your input that are easy to understand and work with your lifestyle. It's quick, easy, and free. Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back.
Woohoo! Snarly move, Dad.
Thanks, sweetie.
So wherever you are in your retirement savings journey, head to aceyourretirement.org and start chatting with Avo today. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
I just want to give a huge shout out to Chuck over at Collins Painting LTD. You can find him over on Facebook. They're in Ellensville, New York. Wow, what a great team over there. Really amazing and always supporting us here over at WTHC.
Hey, this is the one and only listen to the hippie on WTHC Radio.
Hey, it's Bill Schmidt Jr., a.k.a. Billy Blaze.
Calligraphy, everybody, with THC.
Kid of the Holistic Cloud. R.I.P. to
Happy 420. Here we go. I'm slamming it.
I want to give a shout out to
If I'm going to do it, I might as well do it right.
Yo, where's the puff go?
Jack the Apostle, the lead.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Big buzz till little crumbs broke up in the bottom. Feel like autumn leaves falling. Only problem needs solving is seeing who I'm calling for some trees to indulge in. Need to holler at Billy. He keeps head in the cloud. Bel Air Kush by the bush. Wow. Screaming loud.
Yeah.
Nice.
He is in 15 minutes, hippie. You got Da.Hippie. That one.
On my clothes till I doze off.
Oh my God, horrible.
Got you afraid of heights, scared to look down. You so high, cause when I spit that shit, it's like I lit that shit in the crowd. Pass it around and let you hit that shit. Weed is all I need. So that
It's gonna be worse than ever having a piss today, Dr. High. My second bottle of water this morning already. But you normally drink water ever.
Well lubricated from the oil.
I wouldn't even call that water. That was disgusting. Like I just drank out of the lake.
Does it taste like lemon lime?
No, it's pink lemonade and strawberry pink lemonade. First off, I picked the bad flavor. And on top of it, it is a very strong flavor of marijuana.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Just sunshine in my pocket on a Sunday.
Oh,
what the flavor?
I can feel it. It's like glazed my tongue and my throat.
World, give me beef, Bel Air Kush, give me mental control. L-Lick back road.
I need a coffee, cup of hot coffee to rinse everything down, melt it off of my throat. Feel like I just drank
stressful situations. Out of all the girls in my life, Mary Jane, a reservation. Here at 23, raise your hands in liberation. A celebration, history free from information. Stand up, provide the right education. Show love.
Happy 420 to everybody out there. Thank you so much for being here. Please share it out if you haven't signed up. Dr. High, we're like this close to being at 90.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my
Nice.
God. He's got like 93. We're catching up to him quickly. He doesn't even know we're chasing him, but
no,
I like it. Keeps me entertained. As long as I'm happy. As long as I'm happy, everybody's happy.
That's it.
Roll that shit. Lick that shit. 93 people in here? Not according to the 6 I see over there. Now it's down to 5. Great job. Now we're down to 5.
I don't think it gives me the option to share it out.
WTHC. No, you probably don't have the option.
I can share it by text message.
I appreciate it anytime you can share. Everybody, please share. I gotta readjust my camera here now that I was looking. There we go. All right. So we're back. Welcome in, everybody, live 365 and tune in. We love you guys out there. Thank you so much for chilling and hanging out and listening to us every day. I got a couple things I need to say, Dr. High, before we get back at it. You guys, I don't know if you know it or not, I'm a celebrity. You can go and find me on Cameo. Go pick me up, and I will do a little cameo for your family member. And I'll tell them to go fuck themselves or whatever you want me to tell them. So if you got a message you want to send to somebody for the low price of $25 over on Cameo, you can find me and I will do a cameo for you. Yes, that is true. Also,
it's Davey here. Peace, love, and cannabis. And by the way, go fuck yourself from your nephew.
Says, go fuck yourself. Right. Anyway, I think that's it for my commercial. There you go. Go ahead. I haven't mentioned my cameo in a while, and I haven't gotten one yet. I want to do a cameo.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Is there anything you're curious about weed wise, or any kind of questions you ever got about it, or anything like that you want to talk about?
Me? Yes, thousands. I think he's talking to you, Leroy.
Yeah. I'm pretty much interested in getting this cream recipe and giving it a try and seeing how it does.
I am interested in having you back like a week later and being like, yoo-hoo!
I think the guy that used the one that I made, it took about 5 days before he called my partner to let him know his experience. But I mean, like anything, it'll take a couple of days, right, to settle in, maybe after 2 weeks, right?
Oh, it could take up to a month, I would think, especially some of the, some severe cases. I would think it would be, it would take quite some time.
What you're seeing on my skin today is about half capacity.
Oh my God, Larry, I don't, and it's so weird that it popped up in the last 4 years. Like, that's the worst part is like grow you up your whole life and not have it. And then all of a sudden, bam, I'm going to think of something. Oh, no, you have it on other parts. Because my dad, when we were kids, he used to get like some. What the hell's High doing? Hi, sober up over there, huh? Something. He's frozen. Look at him. He's
frozen.
You look like a nerd. All right. Anyway, so my dad used to get this stuff on his legs, and he would scratch the shit out of it, and he would always have scars and scabs and shit on his legs from it. And I don't think it was psoriasis, but it was an allergic reaction to, and then they went and they did that test. And now this was back in the 70s or 80s. I remember it happening. And, they did that test of somehow whatever they did back then to test to see what you were allergic to. And it came back pretty much saying he was allergic to everything and he couldn't eat anything but like tuna with no mayonnaise on saltine crackers was his diet for the rest of his life. Now, of course, he told him to go fuck themselves and he ate what he wanted and, deals with the scratching and the itching, I guess. But I don't know if that's, something, whatever. I don't know. I'm stoned.
Right.
I love your sentences with that, hippie.
Right.
When you're stoned, you just drank that thing like a minute and 47 seconds ago.
No, I'm still high from the earlier drink.
No, there you go.
I guess.
Dr. High.
15 minutes from now, we're going to see him slide off the chair. Just hear a thump in the background.
I got to do an 8-hour show from here on out. The rest of the day, I'm on until less than 8, 7 hours, 6 hours now. But
yeah,
so
go ahead.
You make this product that you're talking about, the cream, right?
I haven't made it in 4 or 5 years. I haven't been doing any real production since I left Montreal to go into work in the actual licensed producer side of things. So then I stopped doing my own manufacturing, but I have made all these products. Yeah.
And you have a store.
What's that?
I have a store.
I have an online dispensary.
Now, would I be able to order something from there in PA?
Well,
yeah, because it's all hemp derived. So the products are all legal under the 2018 Farm Bill. So they all contain less than 0.3% Delta 9 THC by weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there are products there, edibles, consumables,
mushrooms,
mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, a lot of beneficial stuff on there.
Microdosing mushrooms.
But I think as far as
that'll make Bella feel better.
As topicals are concerned, there is only one product, and it's like a recovery stick, right? That people will use after working out or after an athletic event. You know what I mean? So it's designed to kind of reduce that inflammation in the joints and with muscle recovery. So I'm not sure that it would have the same
I have a lot of
it's got
my joints.
Say that
right.
again.
Well, you'll find because that's what the CBD will target, right? Is the inflammation. That's why CBD is hugely beneficial, especially when you have arthritis and things like that. Because you don't have to. You can get it into you two ways. You can take it orally and have it working from the inside out, and then you can also use it topically and have it working from the outside in. So you can
send me the information on both of those methods.
Now,
right. Well, we're going to make the MCT oil here on the show when Hippie gets his MCT oil a bit differently because he's going to put it into a vape. But once the oil has been made, you can use it in a variety of ways.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So making the oil, and then from there, if you want to put it
Is this thing on? Hello? Is this thing on?
You can add it in.
Am I here? Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
I hear you, Hippie.
He's frozen again. Come on, hi.
Yeah, I know. It's brutal.
No, but I think that I was gonna save a little for a bomb as well because I want to make it for my gout. Right? No?
Yeah.
Stoner? Hello?
Oh, here we go. I'm back.
Oh,
hey, there you are.
Good morning.
Like that. Horrible.
Your voice was here, but the photo wasn't. The video wasn't.
Yeah.
It's not
I just
me
don't
today
get it
either. My little thingy is not even coming up today. Usually my thingy comes up, and that's why I would get mad. But my thingy's not coming up.
And the weather's nice here today too, so I don't get it.
Who
But
knows?
yeah, once you make the MCT oil, then you can add it into just about anything that's an oil base, right? A cream or a lotion that's an oil based. So when you're doing an infusion, you have to stay away from water based, because some creams and lotions are water based, but a water based you won't be able to infuse.
Okay, the one I use is not water based, so I'm good.
Yeah, it has to have a fat base, right? Whatever it is, shea butter, coconut oil, something that can bind to the cannabinoids, so that they stay suspended in the emulsification, and you have even dosing throughout the preparation. You know what I mean? Because you can't infuse water; it has to be the fats.
Right.
Yeah. The thing is once you make the oil, then you need to use more of a base, right? When you're going straight in with CBD isolate and THC distillate, you can make it in a much smaller concentration and a tighter concentration, because once you go into the oil, that's going to thin out your cream or lotion as you mix it together. So you'll actually have to use a larger volume to get it back to the proper state.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Now,
So
what I add to mine is a liquid. I add the liquid to the cream, and I start with a tongue depressor until it's all stirred in.
Yeah.
And it doesn't separate or anything, so that's a plus.
Yeah. Do you know if the liquid is have you ever just touched the liquid yourself to see if it's oily or if it's like what you're putting in? Have you ever touched it and felt the preparation?
I'll check it out today. I'll squirt a little on my finger and see what happens, because I'm actually supposed to use the raw liquid on my scalp, but I don't, because of the actual roid rage that it creates. Right. I mean, if I use my cream too many days in a row, because obviously I have a lot of area to cover.
Yes.
I can start to feel like aggression and irritability, and even if I'm medicated, it's still there. So I know that it's steroid in the cream.
Right. Yo, maybe you'll be able to move away from it. Who knows? You'll have to see how it plays out, right? But, yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, there is
it
potential.
Lana?
What's going on, Hippie? You're back.
Good morning. I woke up. I'm sorry. You guys were just so intrigued with each other. I was over here sleeping.
Hey, Lana, how are you?
Yes, Lana. I have a lifetime supply of pure cherry juice that I live on. Yes, unfortunately, but knock on wood, it's been almost a year, no gout.
So cherry juice is good for gout.
Oh my God, yes. It's like the only thing that helps. Pure cherry juice and pure cherry juice, lots of water, peeing a lot, and indomethacin.
How does cherry juice taste?
Oh, horrible. Almost as bad as that shit I just drank.
Really?
Yeah, but if you pound it really fast, it's okay. You can handle it. It's like raw cherry juice. It can't be like you go to the store and pick up fruit cones.
Unrefined, unprocessed.
Oh,
so
yeah. It's got chunks and fur in there. Yeah, it's good. It's good shit. But no. What I wanted to say when I was raising my hands before was that I plan on making a bomb for my gout. And I don't know if you guys heard that. So on that show as well, if we have time, I would like to be able to make a bomb for us as well. So you can watch as we make the bomb. But I would like you to order that stuff so you can make it right along with us.
Are you going to set up a camera in your kitchen?
I just need to know what I have to get.
I'm going to do it right here, bro.
Yeah, you're good.
Do you know where the
told you Mississippi's going to do it.
One of the
Oh, there we go.
I'm just going to look good here.
We figured it out. It looks like 3 wires.
I'm just going to get in the way. I'll be like, don't touch that.
That's funny.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
So
next.
I wanted to tell you something else, though. Damn it.
I'll just go get it right now because I'm about to head out to there. So,
all right.
Sorry if I was too loud with the.
Oh, knock it off, Chop. Get back to work.
He's working on his truck today. I think we're gonna can Mini Monday for today and get some stuff done. We got some baskets that fill up fast because of Mini Monday, so we're gonna give them some time to adjust.
People paid off bills too. Lana wants to know how we're gonna make the bomb. Lana, you need all right, where do we start? Oh, there they go again. Look at him, he's frozen again.
Gonna make a bomb.
GVB Biopharma.
You know, we're going to contact them after everybody's placed these orders. We're going to contact them and say, "Did you notice a lot of orders going out recently for these?" It's because
I
of
said
us.
that. They said that to us in the Discord later yesterday in the afternoon. I'm like, they're gonna fucking be like, what the hell's going on with this place?
But,
yeah, GVB,
I think,
and then Biopharma.
Yeah, you can't beat the deal. Like that's a really, really good deal.
So you want to buy? You're gonna go to there. It's called Biopharma. BIOPHARMA Pharma. And it's all one word, Biopharma. And you're going to go there, and then you're going to look for CBD isolate. Yep, Biopharma. Yep, perfect. Thank you for writing it there because other people can copy it. Everybody should be doing this. Everybody in this room right now should be having a daily intake of CBD. I don't care whether you're sick or you're not. You should have it every day. Anyway, Biopharma. Then you're going to look for 99.9% CBD isolate, and it's like a gray container, and it's got like a white swirl around it.
Chicken breast there, if you want it, or there's Montreal smoked meat, breads, whatever you want.
And then when you order it, it should say $10. You got to move it till you get to 10 grams. Don't order the first one you see because it's only a quarter of a gram or something like that. Go down until you get to 10 grams. Yep. 99.9% pure CBD isolate. Yep. Then you're going to go down to where it's 10 grams instead of the quarter gram or half gram or whatever it starts out at. Yep. It's going to say $10 for 10 grams and then $15 shipping. I think that's just to anywhere because it's just easier for them. It is coming UPS ground though. So, and then you order that, and next week we're going to be making it. So we'll probably set it up. Yep, $10 plus $15 for shipping, but you're going to save on your CBD forever.
Is that not incredible though? That 10 grams of CBD isolate costs less than what it costs to ship it.
Yeah,
that is incredible. And go down to your dispensary and buy a CBD infused product. If you're getting a CBD infused vape, you're not going to get more than 38% CBD, and you're going to pay $50 or $60 for the 0.5 gram
at a legitimate dispensary. You will.
Yeah. And you don't know what
you got it. You must be closer.
Right? Huh? This, when you do it this way, you'll know exactly what's in your preparation because you made it.
That was still
right. And you could be proud. You could say, this is Lana CBD. It's Lana Smith CBD. And you can start selling it to your friends.
Oh, that's what I was just going to say. Once you figure it out, you can have a nice little side hustle amongst your own little group.
I don't even know where my phone is.
Start making it at a bigger lotion, you start selling them. And you can buy those cartridges that if you're gonna vape it, you can buy those cartridges where, Dr. High? Oh, he's frozen again. And he's got an ugly face on today. Ugh.
I have some empty cartridges I can fill.
Yeah, some of them you can unscrew, but you want them to be a glass around it, not the plastic, because you're going to be vaping at a higher heat with CBD or with distillate anyway. Are you back, High? Dr. High? Dr. High? Come on, High, you're killing me here. You would prefer the glass, but some of the carts that if you bought them in the past, if you try to unscrew the top, they unscrew. And you can use those. They'll work for a little while, but you're going to end up wanting to buy them. But from what I was talking about, Dr. High said, like, if you buy a case of 100 of them, it comes down to like 83 cents each. So just under $100, you can get 100 brand new cartridges.
Oh, we lost him.
He'll be back. He knows how to get in. I gave him a key. He can come in. So you can get those at I don't know where, but try Temu. You've bought the plastic. Yeah, well, if you can find the ones with glass, I mean, if you have all plastic already, I mean, don't go. You can use the plastic ones. You could probably use them more than once or twice, but then, and if you have the ceramic, does it have a ceramic coil, Lana? Are you with me, Larry, now?
Yeah, I'm here, buddy.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I have a ceramic coil in my Puffco.
Yeah, ceramic is definitely going to be better. I got to work on getting ceramic coil. So when I get my new vape, I'm going to end up buying a new vape with a ceramic. So it always has a ceramic coil in it. So because I'm going to use a bigger vape, I'm going to use my regular nicotine vape, and I'm going to because I'm going to try to quit smoking the nicotine that's in there and change it to CBD. So, and then I'll just be vaping CBD because I'm still going to need that oral fixation. I can't give that up, that smoke coming out of my mouth. So I figure if I need it, I'll hit CBD. And in between that, I'll smoke my flower or my weed or my medicine, we should call it, quote unquote, medicine. And then, from there, yeah, ceramic coils are definitely better, and the cotton, you can't burn that cotton after a while. You get that burnt taste, and you got to replace them more often. So ceramic is definitely the way you go. If you're going to be doing like just a distillate, because you can buy those syringes, like he said to you earlier, Larry, he said use two-thirds or a third of whatever, that little bit of syringe of the distillate. I don't know if you know, but you can actually take that distillate and pour it into a cart, and you can vape that just like a regular vape. Like
my sister does that.
That's how I go now and get my carts. I wonder if Dr. High is going to go on the bottom now.
Oh,
Dr. High, you're down.
I'm a top man. I ain't no fucking bottom.
You're a bottom. Anyway, so yeah, you were saying your sister does that? Yeah, so Dr. High taught me that, and I started doing that just recently where I'm putting the distillate into those carts that I have left over. So any of them that I can unscrew, I keep now, and I use them as a resource in case I need to. And then, I'll buy my distillates because they come in a higher percentage and they work better. And so I'll pour that in there. It's a pain in the ass to heat it up and get it in there and without spilling it. But hey, it's worth it in the long run when you're getting that better high,
I think where she goes, she gets the distillate in the carts already.
Yeah, a lot of places do it like that.
Get it like that. Yeah, but I feel like the ones in the syringes, you get a little higher percentage, right, Dr. High?
Not necessarily. The only difference would be,
make me look like an ass. All right, great.
Yeah,
thanks.
But depending on the cart that's being used, some of those carts don't absorb distillate because distillate's a very thick oil. So sometimes they'll add terpenes to the distillate, especially if it's raw distillate. Right, raw distillate has I wouldn't say no flavor, but not the nicest of flavors. It's just more of a burning sensation than a taste.
Yeah, I know.
So a lot of times in the carts, they'll add a little bit of terpene into it to give it a flavor. You know what I mean? So it tastes nice when you vape it. So that would be the difference between a syringe and that. And so you got to remember, when your distillate has flavor, you're only going to be in the 70 to 75% range for the most part, THC, because the higher you come up in the distillate, that means the more terpenes you've removed, right? So if you're at 75%, that leaves 25% other material in there. So some might be CBG, some might be CBD, some might be CBN, and some are terpenes. Right. So the more you increase the concentration of CBD, the more other products are lost. And terpenes are the most volatile, so they have lower fractioning points or lower points at which they turn to vapor than any of the cannabinoids.
So if I go to that terpene store that you've been talking so fondly about in Florida, and I ordered a jar of terpenes, say an ounce of terpenes of my favorite terps.
Well, they come in milliliters, 1 milliliter at a time.
Oh, it's a liquid.
It's a liquid, yeah.
It's always a liquid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's essential oil, basically.
Oh, okay. So it's like an essential oil.
Yeah.
All right. So can you dab terpenes?
I used to.
Just straight up terpenes?
Well, I have tried it, but it's not nice on the throat. It's really very harsh on the throat.
I think Larry might have just done some terpenes over there.
I've tried it, so it's not nice. But
because I'm saying, like, why can't I just get myself some kosher Tangy, because I love the flavor of it, from the terpene store?
Did you hear that in the background? My wife groaned as soon as you said Tangy. I had fucking huge bins of Tangy in my house for months, and it was the only thing you could smell with that fucking smell.
I love the taste of it. Larry, you need mouth to mouth over there, buddy? I'm coming.
Yeah. No, but when you're talking about dabbing terpenes, I used to take shatter and put it on the end of my dab tool and then slip it down inside the vial where the terpenes were, dip it right into the terpenes, and then dab it. That I did a lot, and that was very nice. But a straight dab of terpenes, like I've tried just a straight drop of terpene, and that wasn't nice.
I got so much to learn because, man, I ain't done none of that stuff. Like, I don't know.
So
anyway,
but this is the way.
Hi, Facebook user.
Design your own preparations based upon what you need, because terpenes also have anti-inflammatory properties. They have anti-nauseant properties. They have antibacterial properties. They have antioxidant properties. So you can really start to hone in on what you're trying to do, right, with your medication by adding your own
What the fuck you smoking over there, buddy?
preparations. You know? And the other thing that I was going to mention when I froze so nicely there earlier, before it became a bottom, Lana, was when you're making these preparations for yourself, it's very, very easy to make them for your pets, for your dogs and cats at the same time.
I can get my dogs and cats high, Dr. High?
No, because you won't use THC. You'll only use CBD.
Oh,
but
okay.
CBD in pets is highly effective for them. Very, very good for your pets. Dogs, for sure.
I currently give my dog some bacon and gravy THC CBD. I apologize. CBD.
Well, the CBD, the dog has seizures, Lana. With what you're going to learn to prepare here with the CBD isolate and the MCT oil,
Are you going to make it over there?
for your dog, and that will probably stop the seizures in total.
All right. I got to run a commercial. I don't know how long High's hanging out today. Hi, how long you hanging out?
Oh, it's 10 to 2. Another 25 minutes, 2:15 or so.
Okay.
I got a dog story for you after the commercials.
I got to run a commercial. We'll be right back. You're hanging with the hippie and Dr. High and our very special guest, Larry from Bella's Badass Crystals. Thank you so much for being here, Larry.
Thank you guys for having me and helping me.
This is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're going to go out there. And be an all-star
Raggy's
caregiver.
coming to give you mouth-to-mouth.
It's up to you.
Daddy.
What are you going to do? You're going to go grocery shopping.
No tongue, Raggy.
Emotionally and physically. You're gonna dig deeper.
He's just trying to get to America.
Doctor's appointments. Pharmacy. I know you won't.
Shipping's cheap.
You get a green card these days?
That's what caregivers do. Don't give up.
My
Never
friend Podhead, if you're out there,
This is
Podhead,
your
listening,
time
I don't know.
to show the world, your family,
Let me look at that
and
really
yourself
quick. I just got the
that you're
information.
tougher than tough. Now go out there and be the best caregiver this world has ever seen.
You hear him, Joe? Be the best caregiver this world has ever
Caregiving
seen.
is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/. Public service announcement brought to you by AARP.
I'm Danica Patrick and proud aunt. Watching my nieces grow,
Oh, it's
play,
Fungi.
and
Hi,
learn is
Fungi.
amazing. But not every
I
child
seen that
gets
all the
to
way
be
up at the top
carefree.
of the thing.
1 in 6
Hi,
kids
Fungi.
in the U.S. are hungry.
That's the best point, he
That
says.
little girl sitting
Like
alone
a
at the
pirate.
she can't play like the other kids. She doesn't have the
Shiver me
energy because
shimbers.
she's hungry. School lunch will be
think I
her
said that
only meal
backwards.
today.
Shiver me
It breaks my heart that this is the
Most of the
reality.
best pirates were from the UK.
That Feeding
All
America
right, the
is
weed might be
working to
kicking in
change.
because I just said
Each year,
timber
the
me
Feeding America
shimbers.
network of food banks rescues billions of
Heard it.
that would have gone to waste.
Timber
This
me
food is then
shimbers.
provided to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about using your imagination, learning, and having fun.
That Blackbeard look about you
Don't
anyway.
miss out on simply being a kid
What?
because they're hungry.
Blackbeard, you
Find
look
out
like the
how you
pirate
can help
Blackbeard
end
anyway.
childhood
I know, if I put a one patch on my
Visit
eye instead of the
feedingamerica.org.
sunglasses.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Captain Hook.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Are you looking to have some
Conversation, Lana, not the commercial.
Grammy used to do
All
for
this
you?
talk
And you
about
need to check
cannabis
out
is
You
hungry.
Have Me Hooked 23
Yeah,
on
she's getting the
Etsy and
munchies just
TikTok.
talking
Her
about
can
weed.
do what you need.
That's it.
She crochets hats.
It's
She
like
crochets
secondhand smoke,
candles,
right?
Everything, anything you may need. She also makes vinyl stickers, banners for your business. Anything that you might want that she can do, she can definitely do it for you. You want an I Hate My Ex sticker? She's got you covered. Anything, and I mean anything that you may need. She has cheap and reasonable prices. Check her out. You Have Me Hooked 23 on Etsy and TikTok.
She's got some great stuff.
Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart Puppetry. Certainly does. If you need some kick-ass puppets, contact Thorge at 1-636-234-1535. He has all your puppet needs. He can fix puppets, build puppets, create puppets. He has puppets off This the is rack. high, for not cheap while we're prices. on the air.
Contact Thorge.
You have to control yourself, young lady.
1535. We're on TikTok or Facebook.
No
at Badger Heart
PDAs.
Puppetry.
Right,
He also makes
Public
gardening items, too.
displays of affection.
You're listening live to WTHC.
That's not what it is. She's just claiming me publicly. That's all.
Oh, make
It's like
sure.
it's like market territory, right?
We're not going
Make
to
sure everybody knows he's married, girls. He's married.
On Facebook and YouTube.
Lucky she can come over and piss on
Okay,
him.
2 p.m. Eastern, baby.
WTHC. I'm glad she didn't come over and pee on you.
Yeah.
That would have been weird. Marking her territory.
We usually save that for Friday nights.
Oh, you're freaky. You're a freak, Dr. High. Woo! Now it all comes out. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. You're hanging with the hippie, Dr. High, and our special guest, Larry from Bella's Badass Crystals. Thank you all so very much for being here. I want to make sure everybody knows that this Thursday, my doctor, Dr. Harris, a good guy. I love him. He gave me my weed card. He said I was overqualified for my weed card. I'll never forget it. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, he's going to be our guest. He's going to be here live with us from 12 to 2 at least, hanging out with us.
Yeah, that's going to be...
I'm going to just sit here and be quiet because they're going to go at it, them two. They're going to talk forever.
That's
going to be fascinating. I'm so looking forward to it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be amazing because, like, I don't know. Tell them why it's amazing again, Dr. High, because you told me.
Oh, I mean, because the reason we're doing this show is to help people understand the potential benefits of cannabis, to understand that it's safe to try if you're dealing with a medical condition. Like, this is about education. We want to have some fun while we're doing it, but it's really about being here to help people when they have questions, to work through it with them. It's basically, we want to operate almost like cannabis coaching through the show, right?
Absolutely. I knew all this part. I thought this. I knew this part. I could have told this.
It's about the credibility, number one, that it brings to the table. Being able to speak with a doctor who prescribes cannabis actively, and being able to go through his methodology to understand the reason why he has transitioned his practice to this, because most doctors don't. Right. So it's going to be very interesting to learn his story and also to gain the credibility that it gives us by having him here to talk about this. Yeah, it does. It gives us credibility, gives this show credibility.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of people that stream about cannabis on Facebook and on YouTube and places like that, but there's not a lot of them that have doctors sitting down with them to talk about the topic.
But this guy, I can't tell you, like the day I walked in, I met, it's a small, it's just him and his beautiful wife, and they work there every day. And I walked in and she was just such a pleasure to meet and so nice. And this is 6 years ago when I first met him. And I told him the other day when we talked on the phone, I said, I really miss you. You're just an overall great guy. He's just an overall nice guy you want to hang out with, you want to talk to. And then on top of it, he has the ability to give me a weed card, just made him even greater, I was like, oh yeah, I love you, buddy. You're the man. So
well, the cool thing is I understand what people should do once their doctor prescribes them cannabis. I understand how to work through the process to find what's right for you, how to cultivate, how to do anything you want to do cannabis-wise from the time you get a prescription. But I can't tell you why you need a prescription, right? And a doctor can do that. The doctor can teach us why cannabis is useful for this or for this or for this, what it does physically, why it works with the body. And
the medical properties of the chemical makeup.
Yes, exactly. And this is something I can't speak to. I understand a lot of it because I've done a lot of research and I've read a lot of papers and I understand it, but I can't really teach it because, number one, I'm not a doctor. And you know what I mean? I don't deal with these things on a daily basis. In conversation, yeah, I deal with a lot of things, but this is what he does. So he's going to be such an awesome guy to have here with us, and I hope we make such a good impression that he wants to come back.
Oh, I hope so.
That's what I hope.
I'm gonna be on my best behavior that day, Dr. High. I might just put duct tape on the big guy's mouth over here and let you go. Let you be in charge because I don't want to mess it up.
That's exactly what we're here for.
Sounds like Bella and I's doctor. He's
Dr. Harris, his name is. He's down towards you. I had to go like 2 hours to meet him, and I don't know exactly where he is because, like I said, since then COVID hit, and then it's been phone calls and talking face to face on the camera thing. But just a freaking overall great guy in general, And then, like I said, the ability and what he does. So that's going to be Thursday, and then Friday we have North Spore. They're official. North Spore's coming on, and they're going to be here, and they're going to talk to us about their kits that they sell to teach you how to grow mushrooms, and everything about mushrooms.
So I need a mushroom background that day. I'm going to have to pull out some of my finest iridescence for that.
Friday. That's Friday, North Spore. Thursday is, like I said, Dr. Harris, and there is still a possibility of another one that Mrs. Hippie was telling me about. That's looking to come on this. Oh no, maybe it was your friend, right?
I have Chardell Miller.
What day?
And that's the lady that I posted the podcast. She was the one with esophageal cancer who decided why not try RSO when she'd heard some people had benefit with it and has become a serious activist. She's participated in studies in Australia and Great Britain about the benefits of RSO. So I was thinking she needs 24 hours notice. If I could have her on Wednesday and the doctor on Thursday, that could be a really interesting back-to-back because we can take some of the conversation we've had with Chardell and talk to the doctor and try and understand why she experienced these results.
Yeah, that would be amazing. And I mean, this whole freaking week is working out wonderful because we've been blessed with Larry today. So I mean, if we can get 4 guests in 1 week, Larry! Oh my God, earthquake over there. You all right?
Just when he said you were a great guest. Oh my goodness, what happened there?
You had to go and ruin it.
I'm actually spinning a crystal star around behind the camera, and I hit the stand with my hands.
So
I fidget a lot.
You guys polish all those and bring them into those shapes or anything, or
no, sir? No, sir. We buy them at the lowest price that we can, and we offer them for the lowest price that we can.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Have you seen our shop? I mean, I can just give you a little show.
I have.
Go for it. Show it.
After Hippie was telling me about you guys, I found you on TikTok.
Awesome.
So I've been following you on TikTok for a while.
Oh, that's great.
Seeing your videos. I've been doing for probably a month or so since I started doing this with Hippie. So yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, you got to see the stuff. We were just there. It was awesome. I loved it.
No, I'm not going to be able to see what you guys can see, so I'm going to try.
You just do what you got to do. You don't have to be in there. Just show the stuff like you usually do.
I'll try. You let me know if you can see it well, Hippie.
Yeah, I can see what you got there. Oh,
those are like all big wings and shit.
Yeah, like dragons almost.
Yeah, dragon wings, angel wings, butterfly wings, all sorts of stuff.
Hippie knows he works here.
Yeah, I work there. Yeah. Everything's on sale. Start me out at $1.
There it is.
That's
we
very
crushed
cool.
it in the necklaces, Hippie. We crushed it on our necklace sale.
I know. Yeah, I see they're almost gone. Yeah, he ships anywhere. You can start a basket. We're not on sale now though, but you can start a basket after $100.
Oh, nice! I like that.
I just got one. The big guy's wearing it now. Yeah, $100. It's free shipping still, right, Larry?
Yep, that's correct.
So, and you can build up a basket, during shows, and by the time you're ready. And they take payments as long as you stay with them and you continue talking and and you keep in contact with them. They are very, very workable. They're very helpful and wonderful. I love them.
I'm curious. Could you? I was looking at those orbs that you had back there on the other table, and it kind of reminded me of looking at like when you look at the sun, then all the planets going out throughout our solar system. So I'm thinking, can you get the right colors and everything so we can do like that 9 sphere layout like the solar system or something? That would be very cool.
Oh, absolutely.
That'd be very cool.
Here, I'll show you something even cooler, Dr. High.
Stay away from yours, eh, Larry? Oh, look at that. They glow.
He did.
Oh, that's very cool. That's something I would love to put together, that set, right? All the way down like that. Huh.
Kind of look like.
Again, I apologize because I can't see what you can see. But you're welcome, Dr. High.
Glowing, though.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Dr. High, to join the live anytime and check it out. And I'll cut the lights out and give you a real good view of all the UV items that we have.
Huh. Yeah, I'll have to look for that when you guys are going. You do that on TikTok, eh?
Yep, and we're usually on today.
All right, Fungi. I will be on the messages as soon as this is over. I will be looking at my messages, buddy. Love you, Fungi. Don't forget, everybody, check out the Fungi show every night, 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. on the East Coast.
Now, I'm wondering if Lori didn't see my wife give me a kiss goodbye before she went to work, because Lori's throwing out a comment here that says, you should see my set, Lol.
Oh.
What are you getting? What's Lori getting from you, Larry?
Oh, she's got a lot of amazing. She has an entire amazing collection from us.
Oh, she has her own store. It's Lori's Badass Crystals, I think she's called.
Lori's Badass Crystals.
Yeah, I was shopping there. I was shopping there early. The prices are unbelievable.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She's not selling anything. She fucking loves it. She's like gardening. People come in to look at it, her family members, and she's like punching them.
They have energy.
Seriously, with our prices, we encourage people, set that stuff out on a table out front, double your money, come back and buy more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%.
Why not?
That's what I thought. I thought she was starting her own little business over there, you know?
I mean, it makes sense.
She wants you to show Dr. High the big sphere.
I just did. Oh, the fluorite one.
Yeah, but these things have like energies and stuff, right? Like they're actually good to have in your home. They got frequencies and all this kind of stuff that are good, right?
I literally, okay, there's been a complete change in this entire household since these crystals have come. And the other day I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this out. So I Googled what my issue was for today, and I threw on a bloodstone bracelet, and I didn't kill anyone. I had a good day. You know what I mean? And it wasn't just because of the medication. I think I actually think that helped.
I mean, there are people that say they do, so that why couldn't they?
I have to tell you, when two clicks down. I'm sorry. I have to tell you, your beautiful wife gave me, when I received my bracelets, I put those bracelets on and that beautiful ring that she gave me. And when I take them off, I take them off at night just in case, I like to take them off.
Same.
And I've heard that if you wear stuff too much, certain things can be bad if you wear them too much. And I heard tiger's eye might be one of them.
Yes.
So I take my tiger's eye off every night. And I don't remember, what was that black bracelet that I got from you? Do you remember? It had like a rough feeling to the black little crystal balls. It's actually on the arm that's in my ass, so I can't even show you. But
fisting during our show?
I fist. I'm a fister. That's what I do. I'm a fister. I'm sorry.
Was it lava stone?
It kind of feels rough. Like, it doesn't. I don't know. It's kind of. I can take it off. Hold on. I can show you.
Does it look like a bunch of little meteorites?
Yeah, like little crunchy balls of blackness.
Yeah, that's a lava stone.
So So anyway, when I take them off at nighttime and the ring, and I can feel a difference. I feel like an energy leave me, or an energy get into me, or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's just my mind playing tricks on me or not. Every time I take it off, I notice something different. I take it off, I put it on the table next to me, my nightstand, and I feel something, and I'm like, wow, that's weird. And then I put them back on in the morning, and I feel something.
We have a customer that will choose her bracelets in the morning. She'll, whatever one she feels the most is what she'll wear.
Yeah.
So,
and depending, that's probably what she needs for the day. Like that's what's cool about them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got to show Dr. High something here really quick. Dr. High, how am I doing?
Oh,
look at that. She's coming.
Now, she's still a little taller than I would prefer.
Well, that's just the initial sprout, right? So don't worry about that. What you're worried about now is the distance between the leaf sets. You just want to keep those compact.
Right. So because if you look close in the center there's a whole set of new stuff coming out right there in the middle. Again, there's a third set coming up.
No, you just keep your light close. That's all.
It's a little flimsy.
Well, yeah, because top heavy, right?
Yeah, and it needs a little water right now. So
got the weight of all those leaves up top. So, and that's one thing you'll find too, right? You can easily tell when your plants need water because they'll actually droop down this way, and then when you feed them, they'll come up.
Right.
So once they
seems to be thriving right now. I don't. It was, it pissed me off yesterday. I watered it, and I guess I got a little too much water on the top of the leaf, and it kind of leaned. And then I went to put it where I have it, and one of Mrs. Hippie's plants was being a jerk and kept trying to touch it. So I went to grab mine because mine was starting to tip over, and when I grabbed it, I actually ripped part of a leaf off in my frustration with Mrs. Hippie's plant. So I was a little pissed, but it's already looking better, and it doubled in size overnight. So
cannabis is extremely hardy.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I just said I'm gonna leave it. It's just I can break it off later when it starts to get a little bit bigger. But right now, I don't think it's ready to be broken off because there's still possibilities of stuff coming out. From sides.
Just leave it be. There's no reason to play with it at all right now. Just make sure that it stays watered properly.
Yeah, Larry, my friend Larry over there from Bella's Badass Crystals. Our friend Lana seems to be very interested in you guys.
Yes.
So she wants to know your email, or it's Bella's BELLAS, and then it's a period, and then it's Badass BADAZ, and then it's an underscore, and then it's Crystals, the way Crystals is normally spelled. And then that's on TikTok and on everything, right?
Yes.
And then their email, I think they usually email you, right? So if you want to give them your email or whatever, 1835 on. You have that tattooed on your hand? Is that like your prison number or something? I seen it. You show your hand every time.
It's unusual to keep a phone number in your head anymore, eh?
See?
187. Is that the area code?
187. There's some sort of meaning to that. 187. That's that's in a song, ain't it?
Oh, it's in a couple. I can't even get it in the camera.
It's also in the California Penal Code.
That's correct, sir.
Yes, Bella's period badass. Yes, underscore Crystals with an S on the end, right? Crystals.
Yep.
With an S, more than one.
Yep.
Do you have an Etsy store, or you have a Shopify store or something?
Not yet. We're talking about it. We tried the Etsy thing, and I don't really want to take away from the Dr. High and Hippie show today with Bella's Badass Crystals. I appreciate you guys giving us some time here with you, but we tried the Etsy store, or we tried the Shopify, and it was too hard for our customers. They didn't like it, and it's just rough for us too, because I'm Gen X, I'm born in the 70s. I don't know how to work this shit.
Tell me about it.
Right.
Well,
We're all Gen X here, and
everyone has offered to help us.
We should have stayed in typing class when they told us we needed typing, and I was like,
like Oregon Trail.
Yeah, but we didn't take typing to learn how to
when are
type.
we ever going to need a typewriter, for God's sake? Then all of a sudden they were like, no, computers. And I was like, whoa. What?
We are talking about doing a website. We're just, we want to find one that we can.
I know a website designer. If you want to go check out my website, he did a great job, and he's looking for work. His name is Collins Painting and Website Design.
Last October, I had free time. That's when I decided to put together.
Ed S. Lana, yes.
I built 2 websites. I got 30 books published on Amazon and built an Etsy store, and I didn't know shit about computers. It's so easy these days. Like you're talking about building a website, you can do it cheap and easy. I can just tell you where to look, and you can go at it. It's nothing. They use AI to build the website. You basically plug in some information about what you're doing, and it builds a website.
Lana.
And it costs you.
Ed S. to Crystals. Yep. That's it.
I can build 100 websites, and I think I paid $75 for, and you can build 100 websites.
I'm trying to get Curly Kell's husband some work here.
Great, DoktorHigh.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I'm trying to get Curly Kell's husband some
really
work
easy
here.
to do. And
is this
they're
thing
helpful.
on? Hello?
They're
Hello?
good.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Check 1 2 1 2. Check. Testies 1 2.
I do apologize to everyone in the chat.
No,
I can't see the
listen.
chat.
All I was saying is I'm trying to get Curly Kell's husband some work here, huh? Come on, lay off on all this cheap prices over here, huh?
Well, I'm a big do-it-yourself guy. That's really
Curly Kell will trade crystals.
That's what she's saying. Crystals for my husband's building of your website.
Yeah, I do apologize. I can't see the chat.
It's okay. I'm keeping you up. Nobody's really talking to you. They don't care. I'm just kidding. Lana is all about trying to figure you out. It took a while, but we finally got the fact that she needed an S to the. She said, "Oh my God, yes, Curly Kell is down. Crystals for his work."
Now the question is he down for crystals for his work?
He stole half of her crystals when she got home the other day.
Yeah.
He stole half her crystals the other day when she got home anyway. He was like, I like this one, I like this one, I like that one. She's like, I bought a shelf. I wanted to put them on and he took off and walked away with them in his hand. So I guess I don't know. But anyway, he go check out my website. He redid mine. It's www.wthcradio.com. I think there's a dash in there. It's excellent. He did a fantastic job. I can't thank him enough for all the stuff he does for me and her. They're amazing. I love both the Collinses. And he's also a painter if you're in the Ellensville, New York area. So anyway, 216. I got a 420 song coming up. You sticking around here, bruh?
No, that's going to be it for me today. I got some things to get into, but it's been a blast.
I had a great time as well.
It's been a blast. Thanks for joining us. It was really very interesting talking to you. If you can find me somehow in Messenger, I'll send you what you need to do that preparation.
I'm sure Hippie can get us in touch.
Yeah.
And just definitely, we're definitely going to be making it within the next week or so. So
yeah, I'm ready.
If you order it today, I know another person who ordered it yesterday, so I'm kind of just waiting for everybody to get theirs now, and then we'll make it. But I'm not going to wait forever because I want this. I want to quit vaping the nicotine because they told me I need to. You know what I mean? So, that's it, I guess, for us. Thank you, guys.
Keep some for flavor.
Keep some for flavor.
Well, keep something for flavor because
they sell little flavors. They sell flavors.
You want to add just a little bit of flavor to that. It won't taste very nice. Just MCT and CBD.
I just drank a bottle of shit that tasted like fucking duty. I think I can handle vaping something that tastes like duty. I've eaten mushrooms that taste like shit.
All mushrooms, all those kind of mushrooms
taste like shit smells. I don't want to say I've ever tasted shit, but it's
You
like
don't
shit.
want to admit to it. That's called an over. That's called an over.
I'm not admitting to nothing.
Yeah.
They
If
may
you've
have-
done that, that's probably because you have an overbite.
I have an overbite, right?
That's how it happens. So I just want to thank everybody for spending time with us today. Fantastic show. Really had a great time. Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely.
Out there for your comments and your interaction. That's exactly what we love to do. That's why we're here. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
That was a great time. And we'll be back at it again tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 12 o'clock on the East Coast. That's 11, 10, and 9. I want to give a big shout out again to Larry. Thank you, everybody over at Bella's Badass Crystals. We love you guys. You guys are amazing. I can't wait to come see you guys again. Thank you so much for coming on today and talking with us. It's just another reason why we have to make this stuff and learn how to make it, because it's going to save everybody a lot of money. And like Dr. High has said numerous times, everybody should have some CBD, whether you're drinking it, smoking it, eating it, whatever it is.
Yep.
Some CBD should be in you every single day, because it's only going to help with the aches and the pains and the stuff that you down the road. So get it in you now.
Yep.
Everybody, thank you so very much. Have a great day. Peace, love, and hippie hugs to you all.